Welcome to our next lecture. So in this one, we're going to be covering if statements. Um, if statements is a conditional statement that allows us to have a branching code, which means that if something is true, do this one thing. But if it's not, do this other thing, or other combinations with more possible branches. So we're going to go ahead and create a new file here. And I'll do file, new file, or we could do Control N. And we'll call this if statements. I'll put .py, save it as a Python file. There we go. Okay. So the syntax in Python for an if statement, you just type in the keyword if. Notice how it's highlighted in gold. And my Visual Studio has a custom theme, so yours will be a different color more than likely. But this if is a keyword in Python, which means that it's set aside to do a specific thing, just like how print in the input function were. So if I say we create a variable up here, we'll just call this traffic light. And we'll set it equal to green. We're going to use a traffic light example for this. So we're going to say if the traffic light is green, we're going to tell someone to go. So we'll say if traffic light is green, put a colon at the end of this because it's a statement, and print to tell someone to do something. We'll say go. Okay, so let's break this down. This if is saying, hey, I have a conditional thing here. I want you to do something, but only if a certain condition is true. And we follow that with our condition here, which is if the traffic light is green. Now notice I used a double equal sign here, and I didn't use a single equal sign. In computer programming, there's a difference between a single equal sign and a double equal sign. A double equal sign is what you typically think of when you think of an equal sign in mathematics. It's saying, hey, is the thing on the left, is that the thing on the right? Are they literally equal? And the single equal sign is saying, take whatever's on the right and store it into whatever's on the left. That is the distinction. It's very important to keep them separate in your mind. So this is a conditional statement, and it's saying, hey, if traffic light equals to green, if this is true, then do what's on line 4. Because if I was to change traffic light to something else, if I said it was red, this traffic light equals green is now false because it's not the case. If I change it to green, then it's true because that is what's inside the variable traffic light. So we have it as green. We're going to go ahead and save this, jump over to the command prompt. Okay, so we're in our command prompt here, and we're going to run our if statement code. Now we said that the traffic light is green, and our if statement is saying if it's green, print go. So we should expect this to tell us to go. So I'll go ahead and say Python if statement. I'll run it, and there it is. It says go. Now I'll jump back over here. I'm going to change this to red, which is not go. Save it. Jump back to the command prompt. Run the code again. Nothing happens because we have no functionality for if it's stop or if it's red. So we're going to jump back to our code. Now we're going to add another check. We're going to check to see if the traffic light is red, and we're going to tell them to do something based on that. We're going to tell them to stop. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to say Elif. This is a new keyword. This Elif is just like if. The only difference is that it's coming after if. So we're making it a decision tree right now. This is the first check right here. And in a second, we're going to check for a second thing. But we're telling it to check this thing first. The if is the first check, and after all that, we'll have elifs to check. And elif stands for else if. So else if is saying, hey, if that's not true, then check for this. So we'll say elif traffic light equals equals because we're doing a comparison here. We're saying if it's equal to red. And we put a colon because after every statement like this, we put a colon. And we'll print something. We'll tell them to stop. Go ahead and save that. We'll jump back to the command prompt. Now we'll run the code again. Now it says stop. And it said stop because a traffic light here at the top is red. Okay, so there's one more thing we can do, and that's to check if it's yellow. So I'll come down here. I'll put another Elif because we're checking a third thing if the other two aren't true, which is if it's yellow. So say traffic light equals because we're comparing. Let's say yellow. And when we have a yellow light, typically we're supposed to slow down and then stop at the red. Not everyone does that because sometimes you can make the light, but we'll say print, we'll say caution. We'll save it, and I'll switch my variable from red to yellow. And we have to pay attention here. See how this is a lowercase y, and this is an uppercase y? Whenever we do coding, it's case sensitive. So everywhere we write code, case matters. So I'm going to change that to an uppercase y. So this will work. Okay, I'll jump back. We'll run it. And it says caution. And now I can change this between red, green, and yellow. We'll say green again. Save it, run. And it says go right here. Okay, so there's one more thing with if statements. This last one, if we know that there's only 3 possibilities, we don't actually have to say elif and put the condition here. We could actually, instead of putting elif on line 9, I could say else caution. Because we know if it's not green and it's not red, we know it has to be yellow. So for this third one, we don't have to actually check anything. We know that if the first 2 didn't work, if didn't work, elif didn't work, we can say else, do this instead if nothing else works. And we'll say caution because we know it's yellow. So I'll save this and I'll say yellow, save it, jump back, run it again. This is caution. So there's something else to consider here. On line 1, we're only considering possibilities for traffic light to be red, green, and yellow. But in computer code, and especially if they're getting input from a user, they might put something in that's not yellow, green, or red. What if they just put dog in there, which is completely unrelated to what a traffic light is doing? Well, we'll save this and we'll see what happens. We run it with dog. It says caution. Notice it, and this happens because on line 9, else is not checking for anything. It's just saying, hey, if you put anything, literally anything besides green and red, where green is spelled with a capital G and red is spelled with a capital R, I'm just going to say caution. So that's something to remember about if statements to use else. Else is literally anything other than what we're already checking for. So I could even say green here with a lowercase g, and it's not going to say it's the same thing as green with a capital G, because that's just how programming looks at things. So I'll run this, and it says caution again. But that basically concludes our if statements here. So as a challenge, I'd like for you to go ahead and jump back to your knock knock program that you wrote. And I'd like for you to use if statements, just like I did here, but not in the context of traffic lights. I'd like for you to check to see if the user is saying the correct thing for a knock knock joke. I'd like for you to check if they're saying who's there, and then later on the punchline or the setup for the punchline. So mine was Kent on my knock knock joke, and the user is supposed to say Kent who, and then the computer says back, can't you tell? I want to check to see if it says Kent who in my case. Yours is going to be different. And then if that is not the correct response, we want to stop the program from running. And there's one more thing we have to learn for that. That's going to be the exit function. So in this traffic light example, let's say that we're checking for it to be green, red, and then I'll go and put the Elif for yellow here. Elif if it's yellow. Traffic light equals yellow. We print caution. Now I'll put an else down here. So if it's nothing else that works for a traffic light, like red, green, or yellow, then I want the program just to stop. So I'll say else, if it's anything else, exit. And I'll put those parentheses because it's a function. In this line 13, if you put exit anywhere in your code, it's going to stop your code right there. And it's going to close the program on your computer. So I'll go ahead and save this. I'll put the input as something incorrect. So in your knock knock joke, if they say anything besides who's there on the first response, this will be similar functionality here. So let's say dogs again. Jump back over here, hit enter, run it, and nothing happens. Because it wasn't green, it wasn't red, it wasn't yellow, so none of our print statements happened. It instead went to else, exit the code, don't do anything. So your knock knock joke, your next challenge is to check if the response is correct and to exit the code if it's not. And that concludes this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.